Welcome to the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas, as we get set for the Sacramento Kings, looking for a win on the road against the San Antonio Spurs. As this one gets underway, Jeff, who might they need to be careful with against San Antonio tonight?
Tony Parker is a premier point guard in this league, and offensively, he's second to none. He came in as a great finisher. He's improved consistently as a shooter. He knows better now when to be aggressive looking for his own shot and when to find others. Now, he's in a great system that highlights his great skill set, but also his abilities have never been at a higher level.
The Kings will start the second half with a decent lead. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. These are the guys getting buckets for the Sacramento Kings. The Spurs are in need of some changes at the half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
The San Antonio Spurs are struggling to move the ball and create good looks for each other. What makes it worse is their opponent isn't having nearly the same problem. And now up on the screen, the first half stats.
Player of the half.
I like this choice because he really put on a show in the opening half. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. Let's check out his stats.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top 3 plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started. The Kings were simply amazing in this contest. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings. The Spurs are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout. Losses like this become main discussion topics in the media. So hopefully this team is ready to answer the tough questions. It's not going to be fun. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Assists.
These guys walked in with the game plan, and they walked out with the win. And these highlights, they tell even more of the story. And now, up on the screen, the game stats.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was by far the most impressive thing he did in this game. And here's a look at his stat line.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here we have a look at today's NBA matchup. Have a look at the Western Conference standings. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.